the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll pull it on the read. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark it down at the 27. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. So Florida's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to pass, it's Orlando. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Gators will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Bring in the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Gilliam. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Orlando. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After the misconnection, it's second down. Off play action. He's taking the shot. Makes it right up the 30. There he goes to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dumps it off in the flats. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just make...
Turning it on! They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. To the air. It's Orlando. Rushes on him. He's got the back in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Noles will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Orlando. That's reeled in. It's Gilliam. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college. Didn't start playing football until later. In fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Swanky, Tim Tebow, Danny Werfel, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
And the Gators come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Across the 35. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're going to run it to the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Orlando. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Flex it out of the air. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. He tries to take the top off. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Hand off from the shotgun. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try.
There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Kick is in the air. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Dropping back, it's Orlando. Sends it downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going.
Pulls it in down the sideline. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
throw that one in there. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He has the first and still on his feet. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
On the flag. Brings up 2nd down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, looking to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling.
On the ready. Moves.
Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab right down the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Gators are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. The give to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On the option, the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here. Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Caught over the middle. It's Gilliam. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
They want to run it left here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And the Knowles decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got it. He gets a block. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. open up the final period. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. On the ground, it's Booth. Got the first down, looking for more. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff from the gun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Can't connect on his first throw.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
The Seminoles line up to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Power football with the run. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And you want that clock to run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. It's up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the 1st down.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. A tough 3rd down spot here. A lot of yards to cover. Field is condensed. Ball is at the 10. The give to the tailback. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bacon. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.